What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the Liverpool Nottingham Forest post-match reaction and analysis video. And Liverpool are proper title challengers, and if the referee did their job against Tottenham, Liverpool would be top of the league. I'm pretty convinced of that. And also it's so painful that because Luis Diaz's goal was disallowed, Salah couldn't break the all-time Premier League record of having 16 games in a row where he either scored or assisted a goal. Remember that apart from that Tottenham game, Salah scored or unassisted in 15 games in a row. And he assisted Luis Diaz's perfectly good goal, which was disallowed. I don't want to go on and on about the referees, but Liverpool are honestly back to their best. And this midfield rebirth, rejuvenation, revolution, whatever you want to call it, this midfield rebuild has been, I think, one of Jurgen Klopp's greatest works. Have you ever seen a top team change their whole midfield and be as good as Liverpool are right now? We absolutely are flying this season. Pretty much from the first game you could see that Szoboszlai and McAllister were the real deals, and now Gravenberch is added to the mix after, of course, coming in very late on deadline day. He's now up to the scratch, and this was, I think, McAllister's best game in a Liverpool shirt, and one of many brilliant man of the match performances from Dominik Szoboszlai. My man, my fellow Hungarian. Szoboszlai got 2 assists today, and especially his assist for Mo Salah's goal was absolutely stupendous. The way that he can hit the football and ping 60-70 yard crossfield balls is majestic. He is a joy to watch, honestly, and I'm so happy because I've waited for this all my life. To have actually a Hungarian player just play any minutes for Liverpool would be a dream come true. But for Szoboszlai to be probably the best signing of the summer transfer window and certainly Liverpool's best midfielder this season, I think, is Dominik Szoboszlai. And also Liverpool's front three scored: Salah, Jota and Darwin Nunez. Darwin Nunez was brilliant. But first, let me tell you a message for Luis Diaz and his family. Stay strong, and I really hope that Luis Diaz's father is rescued as well. There were false reports earlier today that Luis Diaz's father was rescued, but those reports turned out to be false. His father is still kidnapped, so this is a very delicate situation, and I hope Luis Diaz's father is found well and he stays strong. The whole Liverpool family is with you, Diaz, and evidenced by Diogo Jota holding up Luis Diaz shirt. I think that was absolutely a brilliant gesture. And also, Szoboszlai was involved in the first goal. He slipped in. No, it was Salah who slipped in Darwin Nunez, who shoots across goal after Liverpool had a little bit of a slow start. But it's really tough to break down this Nottingham Forest team because they are basically defending with 11 men, including the goalkeeper, time wasting for the first minute. This is like anti-football. But Nottingham Forest probably knew that if they go toe-to-toe with Liverpool, then they will get beaten. Well, they got beaten pretty well, even with sitting behind the ball and parking the bus basically. But Nottingham Forest are a solid team, and I think they are even better than last season. And last season Liverpool had a very tough game against them, so that shows what progress Liverpool made this season, that we made light work of an even better Nottingham Forest, where last season we were 2-0 up and then we conceded 2 goals and then we had to work really hard to score the 3rd goal and win the game 3-0. 3-2. This season it was 3-0. It was a routine win because after Jota's goal, Dominik Szoboszlai gets his first assist. Salah brilliantly slips in Szoboszlai, who rifles in a cross to the far corner or into the middle of the penalty box, where Darwin Nunez toe pokes it into the roof of the net. He almost missed the target, but thankfully Darwin Nunez continues his brilliant goal scoring and assisting form. He now has 14 goal and assist contributions, goal contributions basically. That is almost as much as Erling Haaland, who now I think scored 2 goals for Man City against Man United, but still Haaland played like twice as many minutes of football in the Premier League as Darwin Nunez did, and yet their numbers are pretty similar in terms of goals and assists. And I think they are equally important. So Darwin Nunez got a goal and an assist. Szoboszlai got 2 assists. And his second assist for Mo Salah was absolutely stupendous. But this was an absolute calamity, a clown goal. Because the Nottingham Forest goalkeeper, what is he doing coming out to the midfield when there was a defender dealing with the ball? And the defender saw in the corner of his eye that the goalkeeper is coming out. So he left the ball for the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper expected the defender to head the ball away. When you are in even any doubt, you should clear the ball. Clear it to the touchline, and then you can discuss what should have happened. But for both players to let the ball bounce is a grave, big error, because it bounces above the goalkeeper, who actually thought about handling it, but then he thought it's a red card and we are already 2-0 down, so I probably shouldn't do that. So the ball bounced over the goalkeeper, Salah chests it down and slots it home into the empty net, and Salah deserves it. And Salah now is setting all kinds of records. By the way, Liverpool have won 7 home games in a row at the start of this season, which is also brilliant. But Mo Salah scored in 5 home games in a row, I think, for Liverpool, which is absolutely fantastic news. And if you count the goals that he scored for Uruguay, Darwin Nunez has 8 goals and 8 assists this season for club and country, and also he is averaging a goal or an assist 59 minutes at the moment, very much at the same level as he was in his second season at Benfica. And at Benfica he played in the Portuguese league. Now he's playing in the Premier League. He's playing the really top league, yet he's averaging a goal or an assist every 60 minutes. That's even better than Mo Salah, who is putting up crazy, absolutely incredible numbers. So I think Darwin Nunez is on course to become a 25 goal and 10 assist per season striker regularly. And I mean, it's frightening. Darwin Nunez is what? Still only 24 years old, I think. So the sky's the limit with him. He could become as good as Erling Haaland in a couple of seasons, I think. And I mean, it is really a no-brainer that Liverpool looks so much a better team with this midfield. Szoboszlai, McAllister, Gravenberch. What a midfield instead of Henderson, Fabinho and Curtis Jones, or Henderson, Fabinho and Harvey Elliott, or Henderson, Fabinho and James Milner. I mean, Liverpool's midfield last season was probably their weakest point, and we conceded so many goals because the midfield was just bypassed. This season, every player in the midfield is press resistant. So even when you get the ball and there are 3 or 4 players around you, if you are Szoboszlai or McAllister or Gravenberch, you can wriggle yourself out of those very tight, very nervous situations and still either keep the ball or pass the ball to a teammate. And I mean, if you watch Dominik Szoboszlai closely, he's such an intelligent player. He had a couple of moments where he could have shot on goal. Instead, he slips in Harvey Elliott, for example, who is in an even better position. And it's only a brilliant block by the Nottingham Forest defender that denies Liverpool another goal. And Gakpo, by the way, scored another goal. He came on as a substitute, but he was a pretty good yard offside from a Harvey Elliott pass. Elliott had good moments, good flashes. I think this is Curtis Jones' last game as a suspension, and we play Bournemouth on Wednesday in the League Cup away from home. I expect Liverpool to rotate, but still we should be more than good enough to beat Bournemouth. But it's away from home and it's the League Cup. Liverpool will be a rotated side, so it's not a foregone conclusion. And Mo Salah becomes only the 3rd Liverpool player in their entire history to score in each of the 5 opening home matches of the season in the Premier League, which is an absolutely fantastic record. And I mean, I could go on and on and on about how brilliant this team is. I mean, Diogo Jota always puts in a shift. He was again brilliant, and he was at the perfect place, in the perfect place, at the perfect time to score the opener. And I mean, I'm so happy for Szoboszlai, who got his first 2 assists for Liverpool, official assists, but he already got unofficial assists. And at the moment, Liverpool are now just 1 point behind Arsenal and Man City. I assume Man City will beat Man United. They are 2-0 up at the moment. And Liverpool are 3 points behind Tottenham, who are only up there in first place because of referees cheating Liverpool out of a victory at Tottenham. And interestingly, in Aston Villa, who won again at home, they now have 12 wins at home in the Premier League in a row, which is absolutely an amazing record by Aston Villa. And they are only 1 point behind Liverpool. And Brighton drew, so their top 4 hopes got a knock today. Man United are just not even in the top 4 race at the moment. They are so bad. And I mean, let's all laugh at Chelsea. They spent £1 billion to be in their worst shape for 25-30 years. It's absolutely hilarious. Watching Chelsea's downfall. But again, Man City getting very favorable decisions against Man United. They don't really need it, but Man United was for once on the wrong end of a refereeing penalty decision at Old Trafford, because the referee doesn't give a penalty for Højlund just brushing Rodri a little bit in the box. Rodri, as soon as he feels contact, he falls over like he has been sniped down. The referee doesn't give anything, but the VAR referee, who actually failed to send Kovacic off against Arsenal, that was again the referee trying to cheat in favor of Man City. Now he has done it again. The VAR referee asks the referee to go to the monitor, and it's the VAR referee who gives Man City their first penalty ever at Old Trafford. And I mean, that shouldn't have been a penalty, because there are so many, like, the football is a contact sport. You can touch the opposition, and if they fall over suddenly, it's not automatically a penalty, because then there would be 15 penalties in every single game. I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous that the referee didn't give a penalty for that, but the VAR referee did. And it's really a shame that Man City have bribed and paid off VAR referees in England, even when the Premier League is such a rich league. Of course, the referees don't earn as much as the players, and they probably want some extra money in their pockets. So the Man City owners are paying the referees to give them decisions, on top of spending more than £1 billion on their team and sports washing project. And it's really almost impossible to beat Man City, because when you beat them on the pitch, they get the referees to harm you and to hinder you and to give them favorable decisions. Every team got apologies from the referees except Manchester City. Also, in the past 3 years, I think, Man City have got the most penalties awarded for them, 22, and they converted 18 penalties, which is also the most penalties converted in the past 3 years in the Premier League. Is that a coincidence? No chance in hell that is a coincidence. That's my opinion. Feel free to disagree with me in the comments below. The most important thing is Liverpool are going for the title this season. I think we need to keep winning and just keep grinding out results and also enjoying the football. And I hope that Luis Diaz and his father and his whole family is well and safe, and his father is found safe and well. I wish Luis Diaz and his whole family a lot of strength. You will never walk alone. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.